Hello there, everybody. Welcome to my Dirty Laundry Diary. My name is AB. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well. I hope this past week was great, and if not, I'm proud of you for getting through it. This week felt like it was 3 weeks long, or like, you know that saying where they're like, ugh, this day has been a month, it was that. It felt so incredibly long, and I have no idea why, but it did. And you know what? I got through it. Sometimes you just gotta. I don't really have much to say about this past week. Other than I got through it. Because I was so exhausted and so tired, like the whole week. And I made it through, And you did too. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. This week's episode is titled Redirection Not Rejection. Why, you may ask, and I will happily tell you. So, as previously stated, I did not get into the acting program that I had applied for back a couple months ago, and I was heartbroken. And when I received my rejection, I, being me, responded with a little email saying, "Thank you so much for your time. I'm just so grateful I was even able to audition. I appreciate all you did for me. May this be a redirection, not a rejection. All the best wishes." And that was an email. Because I felt inclined, called, whatever, to send that email. And I had recently seen a whole thing about how it's not rejection, it's redirection. The only final thing about life is death. So, as long as you have the opportunity to keep trying, you have to. So I say to myself a lot of the time when things don't work out the way I want to, it's redirection, not rejection. And so I said that. And I sent that in an email. And I closed that chapter and I decided to keep chugging along. And then I got an email on Tuesday from admissions for that school. And they were like, "Hey, we have an opening for the spring program. It's yours if you want it." And I was like, holy, okay. And of course, naturally, I reached out to my close friends and I was like, what do I do? No question. I've said that I am going to seize every opportunity awarded to me. So I responded, yes. Why this is kind of crazy, aside from just it being insane, is the fact that this school is not where I live. I do have to move 6+ hours away to get to this school. And the spring program starts May. So I have 2 months to quit my job, find a new place to live, find a new job, and start this program. But I said yes. I absolutely said yes. There's no question about it. Because if I said no, I would have died inside. So yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So, I have to figure out all this stuff, and it's terrifying, and it'll work out. I know it'll work out, because I said it'll work out. So, I'm going to make it work out. I'm going to figure it out. And I had a meeting with that same person from admissions who emailed me, who I sent an email to thanking them for their time. And in our meeting where we talked about the spring program and I asked for tips and tricks and things like that, and we talked about financial aid and all that fun stuff, when we got to the end of the call, she wanted to take a minute to talk about my response, my email where I said, may this be a redirection, not a rejection. And she talked about how that email stuck out in her brain. So when there was an opening for the spring program, she reached out to me. Because I sent an email. She reached out when there was an opening. Because it stuck in her head. And she also noted that a lot of people, select people with this program, it can lead to discussions of being put into the other program that I applied for that I didn't get into originally after they complete the spring one. And she wanted to make sure I knew that. I now, after many years of doubt, have this belief in me that I'm going to succeed. It's annoying. I don't know where it comes from, but I have no other choice but to. So I will. And I sent that email, and for whatever reason it clicked, and now I have an opportunity that I used to cry thinking about, dreaming about. I have no idea how I'm going to be able to afford to move. I have no idea how I will get to where I need to go for this school. I have no idea how I'll keep my head afloat when I'm down there. But I'm going to. And I talked to friends and family members about this, and some of them were obviously and rightfully so worried for me, wondering if maybe I can put it off. And I have to look at those people and say, I probably can, but if I do, I don't know if I'm going to make it through that. So I have to try everything I possibly can to figure out how to get there in 2 months. And that's terrifying. It is. It's really scary and it's really overwhelming. And I am someone that tends to go big picture, not thinking about the little steps in between, so it can make it even more overwhelming to me. But I'm going to figure it out. Because it was not a rejection, it was a redirection. And now I have not the opportunity I had imagined, but I have one. Equal in value, equal in importance, equal in holy mother of godness. Whoa. Real? Me? Are you sure? Me? Me? I say that because in the same way I have this sure belief it's going to work out and I'm going to be fine and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, I also have this disbelief that I have any talent or worth at all. It's quite fun, actually. So I'm going to seize this opportunity. There are permanent stains under my fingernails from clawing my way out of the hole that I was once in. And I did not climb out of that hole just to get out of the hole. I needed to stay out of there on that surface level for a little while, but I need to keep climbing. I need to keep going. Because if I let myself stay, I'm going to keep walking in a circle, and I'm going to walk so much on that surface level that I'm going to make a new hole that I will have to then again crawl my way out of. And that happens sometimes, but I will be damned if I let it happen right now. My decision does not have to make sense to anyone else. A lot of people it doesn't, and that's fine. Because I have people who are so proud of me, who when I told got so excited, who said, yes, this is it, this is great, and you're going to work it out, it's going to be fine. Those are the people that I need right now. And I even told my therapist, and she was like, this is incredible. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for you. This is exactly what you needed. It's gonna be okay. We'll figure it out. And I told my housing assistant lady who helped me get this apartment when I was homeless, and she said, this is what you've been dreaming of. Incredible. And I told some of my best friends, and they said, this is fantastic. And I told my older brother, and he said, holy shit, let's go. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know that I will be fine. When I really think about it, a couple of years ago, I almost died not trying. I literally almost died. I was in the hospital. So I get down there and it doesn't work out the way I want or the way I dreamed. Something else happens. I'm trying. It is not a rejection. It is a redirection. It is a change. Sometimes, and a lot of the time, most of the time, it ends up being even greater as an end result than we thought. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I have very little time to figure it out. I have to somehow get way more money than I thought I would need in that time, because the program I applied for starts in the fall, so I thought I had a lot more time. But I'm going to figure it out. I've got to. I will. Yeah. That's pretty much, that's the episode. I'm still kind of processing the fact that I got in, so I don't really have many words to say about that. And in looking in my program, I looked at previous people that went to this school. And there are people who have like full on degrees in theater, musical theater, acting, like went to college. So when I really think about it, and I'm not saying this from a point of, look at me, although I joke that I am that way. Someone thought I was talented enough to get an audition. And then I got a second audition. And then I did a third audition and a fourth audition. And they didn't let me into the school. But I sent an email. And with my talent and my personality, however insufferable it may be, they thought, yeah, I'm competitive enough to get into a program where there are people who are applying that have whole degrees in this. My class size will be, I wrote it down, 16 to 18 people for this program. Out of the however many applied, I am one of the 16 to 18 that they decided, yeah. That's incredible. And it's all because I took a no and said, okay, time to keep going. A no is not the end all be all. So take whatever no you get, whatever rejection you get, and redirect. Because some pretty incredible stuff's gonna happen, and you deserve to see it. Yeah. Thanks for listening to this episode. I hope you have a wonderful upcoming week. If you don't, it's gonna be okay. Redirect. Thanks for listening. If you like this, let me know. If you don't, let me know gently. Yeah. Rock on. Keep on keeping on. Make sure you stay in line, because there will always be people ahead of you in line, but you'll only get to the end when you stay in it. We always say people are silly who wait on like a phone queue and they hang up to see if they'll get in faster. Keep in line. Keep walking forward, whatever the pace may be, and it's all gonna be fine. You've got this. I'll talk to you next week. Maybe I'll have more stuff figured out. Probably not, but it's fine. Also, happy St. Patty's Day to whoever celebrates. Okay, bye.